And you started school, right?
Yes.
How is it going? Congratulations.
No, I'm loving everything. I feel like this whole year flew by so fast.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Was it everything you expected?
It was everything I expected and honestly more. Like it was just everything. So I'm so happy to be with everybody that I've just loved everyone that I've met.
So, the viral footage of Natalia Bryant partying with NBA stars wasn't just a leak, it was a trap, and the person who said it may still be inside her trusted circle. The clip, less than 20 seconds long, shows her laughing, holding a drink, and leaning in close to an NBA player whose name has not been confirmed. It hit social media at 3:12 a.m. Pacific time, and by sunrise, it had already ignited a scandal that now threatens not only her reputation, but the entire Bryant legacy. The internet isn't simply watching a celebrity daughter at a party. It's dissecting what looks increasingly like a calculated move to expose, embarrass, or control one of the most protected families in Los Angeles.
The message you have to people at home about staying strong and leaning on each other. What is that message? Like, what have you learned about how to be strong and continue and succeed?
I mean, honestly, I've learned the most just from each other. I think just being able to rely on each other and be there for each other has been like the biggest inspiration.
We can see how fast the tone shifted. Within hours, gossip pages turned a private clip into a global conversation. Some insiders say the video didn't come from an outsider or paparazzi drone. It came from someone who was there, someone Natalia trusted. If that is true, then this was no careless slip, but an orchestrated betrayal. And the timing makes it look even worse. Just weeks earlier, Natalia had been praised across entertainment and sports media for directing the Lakers' preseason hype video, a project featuring Magic Johnson, Shohei Ohtani, and Brenda Song. It was a high-profile debut that showed her creative ambition beyond modeling. She posted about it on social media, calling it an honor, and writing, "Lakers family forever." That same month, she graduated from USC's School of Cinematic Arts and appeared in a Nike commercial with Jalen Brunson. She was the poised young face of the next Bryant chapter. Until now. The contrast is staggering. She had just walked for Versace in Milan, interned on Beyoncé's Renaissance tour, and appeared on the cover of Town & Country as the new voice of the Bryant legacy. In other words, she had everything going for her. That's why this sudden fall into controversy feels too convenient. We have to ask, who gains from seeing Natalia Bryant's image crumble? Her fame had reached a level where fashion, film, and sports all wanted a piece of her. With that kind of spotlight, jealousy is inevitable. Industry sources claim she had recently declined a collaboration offer with a new influencer agency run by a former friend. Days later, this leak appears. Coincidence or payback?
In an interview in New York Magazine, Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa, made some interesting comments about Kobe and winning NBA titles. Here's what she said. I certainly would not want to be married to somebody that can't win championships. Okay. If you're sacrificing time away from my family and myself for the benefit of winning championships, then winning a championship should happen every single.
The event itself raises more questions than it answers. According to multiple attendees, the gathering took place at a private mansion in the Hollywood Hills on October 18th, an invite-only after-hours celebration for several NBA players fresh off a preseason win. Phones were supposedly banned, and guests had signed NDA agreements at the door. The location, security detail, and guest list suggest this was not a casual night out. Yet, somehow, footage emerged showing specific angles from inside the lounge area, angles that appear to come from a phone hidden behind a celebration bucket. One of the players captured in that frame, a rookie guard from the Western Conference, deleted his social accounts less than 12 hours after the leak. Was he trying to hide something? Or was he simply the first domino to fall? We've learned that Natalia believed the night was entirely private. She was told no cameras were allowed, no press, no leaks. That understanding makes the betrayal even deeper. Friends close to the family say she was devastated when the video surfaced. She reportedly called it a setup, and now the conversation has shifted from scandal to sabotage. There's growing speculation that someone inside her social circle was paid to record and release the footage. The motive, insiders claim, could be as simple as profit, or as calculated as a career takedown.
And it made me more excited to be here.
Oh, well, that has to feel like an emotional moment. They talked about it, now you're here. How does that feel?
I'm just so, just so over the moon.
Yeah. Like, we got some big names here. Anybody you're hoping to meet?
Oh, honestly, anybody, everyone really, and I'm excited to run into some people too. Oh, yeah, hopefully some close family friends. Yeah.
When we connect the dots, the pattern is chilling. Just months ago, the Bryant family stood together at Dodger Stadium to celebrate Kobe Bryant's commemorative bobblehead night, a heartfelt public moment showing unity after years of private healing. Vanessa Bryant, dignified and composed, has worked tirelessly to protect her daughters from public intrusion since the tragedy of 2020. She filed lawsuits, rebuilt charities, and redefined their image through the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation. For her eldest daughter to suddenly be targeted by a digital scandal feels like history repeating itself, grief replaced by humiliation. Vanessa's reaction, according to those close to her, has been swift. She's reportedly furious, calling for an internal review of who in their circle had access to Natalia's calendar and communication logs. One associate who spoke on Background described her as quietly furious and already in revenge mode. She has weathered worse, from tabloid speculation about her own private life to the courtroom battles over unauthorized crash photos. She knows how to fight back. But this time, it's personal, and insiders say she intends to trace every upload and timestamp until the source is exposed. Meanwhile, fans are torn. Some defend Natalia, insisting she's entitled to a social life at 22. Others accuse her of risking her father's legacy. The same online communities that once hailed her as a model of resilience now debate whether she's following in the path of Hollywood excess. But we can't ignore that this isn't the first time unwanted attention has invaded her life. Back in 2022, she was forced to seek legal protection from an alleged stalker who visited her USC campus. Court documents showed she feared for her safety and described constant online harassment. That history of intrusion makes this new violation even harder to dismiss as accidental.
I don't feel I deserve any credit because it's all through him, and I'm so proud of him, and that just the way he pulls through things, and just how he's so independent, and just how he has so much confidence and doesn't need anybody in there. You know what I mean? It's I'm really, really proud of him.
And you guys have gone through so much yourselves in terms of dealing with us, obviously, and dealing with just getting engaged and so on and so forth. So the culmination of this, where I know we can't help it, but the culmination of it all now is that he's an NBA champion and you're about to be married to one. What do you think about that?
The tension is spreading beyond the family. Several NBA franchises are said to be quietly instructing their players to avoid public commentary on the footage. Sponsorship agents are monitoring how brand partners react. Even entertainment companies that worked with Natalia on creative projects are reportedly reviewing damage control plans in case the situation escalates. One studio source told a trade publication that the footage is messy, but the real issue is trust. Who leaked it, and what else might surface? Behind that question lies a larger power struggle. In Los Angeles, the Bryant name carries cultural weight. It symbolizes perseverance, legacy, and financial influence. To undermine that image is to challenge an empire. Natalia's rise in fashion and film positioned her as the next public face of that empire. If someone wanted to destabilize that future, leaking private material would be an effective first strike. Some observers believe the timing, right after her high-profile Lakers collaboration and graduation, suggests a deliberate effort to stop her momentum before it fully took hold.
I talk to her every single day and just, continue to pray for her and stay positive for her. I tell her every day she's the strongest woman I know. And I'm really, really proud of just how she's handling everything and just want to continue to be there, as much as I can for her as a friend. She's just an amazing human being, just amazing.
We've also noticed a parallel narrative emerging online. Speculation about who might stand to benefit from Natalia's embarrassment. Certain entertainment blogs hint that the leak could be part of a broader smear campaign against the Bryant family's ventures in media and sports. Others claim it's connected to rival agencies competing for her signature. Nothing is confirmed, but the theories continue to grow because no one has stepped forward to deny them. As the investigation continues, what's undeniable is the damage. The clip has been reposted thousands of times, dissected frame by frame, and even edited into false montages. Every version chips away at her privacy. Legal experts say the family could pursue civil action if the original source is identified, but digital trails can vanish quickly, and the longer this lingers online, the harder it becomes to contain. Still, those close to the Bryants suggest that Vanessa is already planning her counterattack, quietly, strategically, and with the same precision her late husband brought to the court. She's reportedly consulting both legal and media advisors, determined not just to restore her daughter's image, but to make an example of whoever sold the footage. For now, the public only sees fragments, a viral clip, a few blurry faces, and a family suddenly thrust back into the spotlight. But behind those fragments, a war over reputation and control is brewing. And here's what no one's talking about yet. This wasn't just about Natalia. It was about controlling the Bryant legacy. And Vanessa Bryant? She's already making her next move. In the midst of this digital firestorm, we're left with an image of two women, one building her life, the other defending it with everything she has. Vanessa Bryant has weathered grief, lawsuits, and speculation. Natalia has survived obsession, scrutiny, and expectation. Together, they've turned tragedy into legacy. So when we hear that someone may have tried to weaponize their trust for clicks and profit, it's hard not to see it as an act of open war. One thing's clear. This wasn't just a leak. It was a declaration of intent, a message to the Bryant empire that someone out there wants to rewrite their story. But will it work? Or will Vanessa's quiet retaliation expose a network no one expected? Could this be the beginning of the biggest Hollywood sports power clash of the decade? Tell us what you think, and stay tuned, because when the Bryants strike back, the whole world listens. Until next time, stay curious, stay sharp, and remember, in this city, loyalty is always for sale.